Creativity is an addiction. Yes, we have to face the facts. Creativity is that one thing that keeps you pumped up and moving forward. If you didn't have creativity, you'd be what my dad would say, a bump on a log. Have you ever went up to a log and just stared at the bump? Did you try to talk to it? Did you try to move it? It's just sitting there. You can't be that way. You've got to learn to trust, love, embrace, listen, and put your creativity in its own place. Because it'll battle you. It'll take you on. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity, totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Here we are. Dun, 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 dun. How have you been? Where have you been? What year are you in? We've made it this far on this side of the holidays. You see, here in the United States, within a 1-month period, we move through the Triple Crown. Thanksgiving, Christmas, the brand new year. The impact on community seems to only be talked about if COVID is brought into the picture. I mean, the latest news is that there's been a 948% increase of those being diagnosed with COVID-19. We constantly talk about how life was before March of 2020. But you know what? Today, we're going to talk about life before November of 2021. A 948% increase in COVID? What was it like in September of 2021? Of course, the one that we're blaming it on is Omicron. What can a daily writer put on a page that won't scream out opinion? The imagination struggles with construction to build upon a thought. It's got to be based on reality to document this side of the holidays. It paints the photograph of how we spoke a year ago. Man, I can't wait to get to 2021. We can live wild and do what we want. We'll have freedom. Yeah, not so much, right? We may not be locked down, but we're being held back by a growing pandemic. Hey, it's Arroe, and this is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, and by the sounds of my voice, it looks like I should have been writing and not talking, right? Oh, I apologize, but at the same time, we got to get the word out there. We got to get on the street. We got to keep pushing. We've got to fight our way through this, and you can't do it with a writing instrument because not everybody wants to read. This is The Daily Mess. The clock across from me this morning is blinking. That's all it's doing. Blink, blink, blink. We lost electricity about 45 minutes ago. Then we lost it again and again and again. With wind gusts up to 53 miles per hour right now and hardcore rain, there's no need to stop the blinking of the clock. So much can be learned from this. Oh my God. I mean, people who can't break free from habits or addictions, it's a constant blinking of a clock. Those around them rush to stop the blinking of the clock, only to watch them struggling right back into that same situation over and over again. Blink, blink, blink. It's no different in the workplace. Being locked down last year gave us all a clearer picture of who it was that we were as individuals. And now that businesses are reopening their offices, the old habits have been replaced by expressions and decisions not always recognized in a Zoom meeting. Being held accountable. Not having that freedom moment where you just kind of get up and walk away for about 20 minutes because you got a mental breakdown that could have happened, but you prevented it because you were strong enough to walk away. But are you going to have that strength when you're back at the workplace? Your life is a clock blinking. Changing it every minute is going to change you. Not all leaders get what we're talking about here. How many times are you going to plug in today only to lose more time? That's a serious subject to me. Because I'll tell you what happened in the whole entire year of 2020 into 2021. I really enjoyed being in lockdown because I got to be with my wife of 28 years. Every day we got to be together. We created, we built our day, we executed our day, we put our day into play. And then it was time to go get an essential job for me because I needed to be with people. And she had to go back to teaching in the classroom. We were separated. I understand the blinking of the clock because we had all of that time together, and then all of a sudden, the real world time said, "No, you got to be apart." And it killed me mentally. It killed me so bad that I wasn't having that day with my wife every day. And so what happened was in 2021, she retired. And now I get to spend all of that time with her. But what happens is with retirement, there are those that take it seriously and stop doing stuff. And then there are those that say, now I have the power of choice. I'm going to go out there and work whatever job I want to for as long as I want to. And then we're back in that situation again. And you know what I compare that to? The way that we pay off our credit cards. Man, I paid off the Walmart card. I'm never going to use it again until next week. And then you start buying all over again. The clicks on a clock, and now add the blinking of the clock because I'm too lazy to walk over there and plug it in. And the reason why I was lazy was because I kept losing power in the house. How many times do you get up and go over there? And I compared it to addiction and habit. How many times do you pick up a family member or a friend, pick them up, and they keep falling. The blinking of a clock. When do you plug back in? How much time have you lost? I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.